What made my pressure vessel so different than all the others? Well, I tested all my steam vessels with saltwater pressure, or testing them down to about 5,000 foot underwater. And one of the reasons why mine got little labels too, and why mine were the most loved, is that my pressure vessels, including the Titanic's steam vessels, which I thought that they were tested down to the Marianas Trench, as in the pressure vessels that were actually in the Titanic, actually had gone down to the Marianas Trench full with nothing but air and normal atmosphere inside of them, and they did not, of course, crush. So in theory, they should have withstood the descent all the way down to the Marianas Trench full of steam pressure. Although there is the slight thing of the fact that when you do rapid cooling, going from hot to cold, full of steam, it's possible for the steam pressure vessel, I believe, to crumple and explode or implode. Really, the fast change, I think, actually changes as it rushes in, as the steam cools. It creates a thing where it goes, I think, if I remember right, because the air is decreasing and the air pressure decreases or something, and it goes to a negative vacuum, I think. Oh wait, how does it work? No, it should still be a positive. Anyway, though, whatever is bad. So, but basically, the Titanic's steam vessels, I believe, were tested all the way down to the Marianas Trench, full of nothing but air, and then back up. They might have gone to the 5,000 foot deep pressure test site, but I'm pretty sure that's what made my pressure vessels different than all the others. Is that my pressure vessels were tested down to the very, 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 very deepest spot in the ocean, as in the Marianas Trench, or another deep spot which would be about 5,000 feet deep. But basically, mine were guaranteed to withstand an external pressure of 5,000 to 7,000 psi, which is what really set them apart from all the others. Is that mine had already been preloaded once. And tested to withstand, even though they only ran at 4,000 psi, about, I think, or 2,000 psi. I forget what the actual psi range is of a steam engine, but basically all my pressure vessels, I'm pretty sure, had withstood the Marianas Trench or a 5,000 foot deep spot. I think that was a cutoff. It was a 5,000 foot spot for pressure vessels that ran at 2,000 psi, and then a 7,000 foot deep spot for ones that ran at 4,000 or 3,000 psi. Anyway, whatever. But basically, there was a pressure range where every single one of them had been taken down and then brought back up, and those were guaranteed. And then after a while, they checked every 10 of them or so, or every 10, and then every 100 steam vessels actually produced. So, but mine were different than all the others because mine were all tested by using a ship. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's how I tested all my pressure vessels, and I'm pretty sure that's what they did. And that's what set me apart from everyone else. And in the meantime, I also had this little thing of what's called of doing a deep sea thingy. Anyway. And, well, I mean, if you can keep water out, you can keep water in, or pressure in. So, and that's what really stood me apart from everybody else. And that's my story. And that's also how I ended up, like I said, that's the difference. That's what made the Titanic pressure vessels different than all the others, is, of course, they had the most stringent tests. So I'm pretty sure they had gone down to the Marianas Trench, at least once. So every single one of them, I think. And I think it increased the cost quite a bit. But anyway, though, something that was done, I'm pretty sure, or at least that's what I would have had done, or what should have been done, before it sank. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, I own the White Star Line, and all the white ships. And my ships were the best. So were my pressure vessels. So, anyway, it's a long time in the past, about a couple hundred years, whatever. So, anyway.